I thought I'd show you the performance that I'm getting in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Here's the graphic settings that I have. As you can see, I got things set up pretty high. 1080p display. I got a 2600 overclocked to 4.2. Arguably an old POS motherboard. Only 16 gig of RAM. 2400. I've got overclocked to 3133. I got my timings pretty good. That's the best I can get out of this old memory. Arguably underpowered GPU for this simulator, and overclocked some. Micron memory on this 1060 isn't very good, but I'd still 400 megahertz more on the memory. Also running my tracking software, head tracking. I got OBS up, Microsoft. There's some more system information. Really not a lot of information here. I hadn't already given. See, I'm not using a whole lot of RAM. All right, so I have, I think the weather set off, but I have the traffic set to off also. These things will vary, so you have to be careful about where you might be getting stuttering in. Sometimes it could be in your network. So I recommend you turn the live feeds off to help troubleshoot if that's what you're doing. And I already got it loaded up here, and we're on the ramp. And let's see what we can do here. And we're going. Well, they say I'm cleared, so let's get this ball rolling here. I'm using Thrustmaster 1600, 16,000 flight control system, including the rudders. So I got fraps in the top left corner. Like it's a bit overcast there.
Golf Sierra Alpha, continue for west departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Let's see what some of my system stuff is doing here.
Golf Sierra Alpha, did you copy?
This is in Orlando. I guess you get it figured out. Sorry about that. Anyway, I just make it to show what kind of performance I'm getting. and what I think you should be getting with a comparable system.
500.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, please acknowledge. Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha ATC services terminated.
Alright, so here's where we're setting at on performance. Now one thing I don't have vertical sync on, you probably saw, but I do have my maximum frame set to 35 Nvidia control panel. I did find that seemed to make it a little bit smoother for me, but again, that's some perception. And as you can see right here, my CPU's standing about 60% where I'm at right now, and you see where it's been on the screen. You can see my temperatures over here and everything, they're perfectly fine. My power usage is fine. I said I got the CPU limit to 125, but I try to keep a little bit below that. That's one thing the frames in the NVIDIA control panel does for me this. And again, I'm at 4.2 gigahertz, actually it's 4.225 as I got this set at. It'll run at 4.3, but I don't really use that. I bring it down a little bit. Obviously, I struggle with my GPU here. That's about the best thing it does. Because it's maxed out right now. It isn't really going to go any better. So that's what's limited me. So to prevent some of those GPU glitches, bottleneck over the bus, that's one thing that setting that vertical sync does for me. So I recommend fly around and see what basically your average FPS is, and set that as max frame limit inside the NVIDIA control panel. There's many ways you can do these things. But you see, I think I got my important stuff at the top. Yeah, my RAM voltage is up, but again, it's 2400 round, overclocked to 3133 with 14 gas latency, so I'm happy with that. All right, let's go back inside the cockpit here. Trying to do too many things at once here. until I fly DCS. Poor little Cessna. Trying to get down. Let's get some more graphic details here. Yeah, on a different note, one thing I found, you gotta be careful flying underneath some bridges. And things that's a solid object underneath it can cause you to crash. I found that now a few places. I don't know if it's everywhere. A lot of traffic today. It is Orlando. See, now I had a little bit of stutters there. So, I mean, it happens. I mean, but, you know, I'm not dissatisfied with the experience I'm getting here on this machine, considering its age. Plus, you know, I have fun tweaking, you know, the routine. Well, if you got any questions, please feel free to ask. But again, I made this just to show the performance that I was getting with the equipment that I have. So it might help some other folks. Again, some of the settings and graphics I've got set pretty high, arguably much higher than I should have for this equipment. But again, you need to work on each one of those things individually and get things adjusted how you like it, get to the experience that you want. You know, turn off the stupid fraps up here and quit just going for frames, and actually go for quality and playing the game, and just adjust things. I'm not saying the frames aren't important. I'm saying it's just not the only thing. I can crank those frames up and have a shitty experience. So anyway, I hope this wasn't too boring for y'all. Have fun.